Hey everybody, welcome back to A Slice of Gaming. I'm the only Python4, and this is Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And this game is brought to you by GameAnyone.com. So we are here in Waterland, or Oceanland, or Sealand. I completely forget what this place is called. I'm just finishing up the spade thing. I wasn't too lucky that time, but now this bridge has been closed down, so we can now gain access to the Mushroom House. So let's get our last remaining item here in this particular house. Yes, badly grammatically sentenced Toad. And we get another leaf. Now moving on to World 6, we can also get a shortcut here as well too. There's lots of little hidden secrets here. As long as you have a hammer, which I believe one of the Hammer brothers in this area give you, you don't want to open up this little spade thing back here, just because if you do, then you won't have the hammer unless you've saved it from World 2. Now, what you need to do, I apologize for the clipping issue that this emulator has as well too, as I move from back and forth in that screen there. Alright, let's line up the prize this time. Let's have a little bit more luck. I used to be really good at this too, back when I had the Game Boy Advance version. Damn it. Well, at least I got 2 out of 3 right. Get some more items. Pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. Another leaf, which will come in handy later. I wish I could get more fire flowers though. They're a little bit more useful in this world than anything. Wish there was a way I could skip through this and I could just pick the box already. There we go, just what I asked for, a fire flower. So I'll definitely be needing it for that stage over there. I dread that stage so much. Line up the picture. See, I can skip past that. How come I can't skip past anything else? Okay, line up. Well, it's got 4 eyes. I was never very lucky at that thing anyways. Something very interesting, if I cruise over here, not only is there another mushroom house, but there's a little secret in this game as well. A lot of video games like to make a reference to Japan, like in Dragon Quest there was Japango, or Japangi or something like that in Dragon Quest 2, I believe. It could be in 3 too, I can't remember which one it is, but there's a lot of references to just the landmass of Japan. And this game is no different. See the shape of this particular island here? We can't get to it, unfortunately. We can't shortcut through. But this island shape is supposed to be Japan. Let's cruise back and finish off the rest of these levels 100%. So we'll just dock here. On to World 6. Now this is another moving stage of this level. We've approached one before. So this is going to be no different. There's nothing in particularly interesting about this level here. This isn't a coin level or anything like that. We can, however, take that Koopa shell down there and we can get a coin block with that as well. We can also take this little block here, or the Koopa shell, it doesn't really matter which one you take. And there's also a power-up right down there as well. There's lots of little hidden things in here, so it's a good idea to come in here with a raccoon tail if you've got an extra one. So lots of different coin blocks, and I believe one of them might hold a 1-up mushroom, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. There's a P-switch right in here as well too, and this one has a secret. The secret is, of course, this 1-up mushroom. It looks very strange, by the way, with that cloud being on the platform. Now I want to make sure that we get this part here exactly right, because we don't want to fall in these donut platforms. If we stand on them for too long, we will fall to our deaths. And of course we don't want to miss jumping on that thing, because otherwise we'll just fling far, far away. Now we're going to take this turtle shell with us, because we can get some extra bonus points if we do. Hey, or you can just fall down a cliff and die. Finally, I get it! This is what happens when you match the same panel. And you're gifted with some lives, which I do need. I'd have so many more. Now, as you can see, the bridge has been closed. We can go down to World 8, which is the coin level of this game. It is very annoying, and I'm going to be using a fire flower when I get to that point. Let's go to World 7, though. This is one of the stranger levels of this game as well. There's a power-up right at the very beginning, so be sure not to miss it in case you need one. These little guys have been reintroduced in Super Mario World for the Wii, or the new Super Mario World. And I believe there's a kind of an enemy that's like this in Super Mario World as well, too. I'm thinking, of course, of those fire guys that spit out the fires. I forget what they're called. They're called assholes, that's for sure. You have to just be very careful, because if you get too many on the screen like I have there, they'll actually follow you around, too. So I just wanted to get rid of them, but unfortunately I lost my mushroom because of that. So you just want to be very careful when you step on them as well. Now, there's also another power-up coming up here very soon. Just be very careful with this here. This game is very generous with their power-ups. Now, if you have a mushroom here, you can actually grab onto... There is a coin block in here, or a secret in here. Let's see if there's a power-up nearby, though. There it is. And of course it fell down the cliff. That's okay. I believe it was just a P-switch that was in one of those blocks up above there. Hate those things. Those things are bums. Now, I believe there's also a Starman hidden in this area as well. That'll help my progress a little bit easier since I am small right now. Ooh, that was a close one. Let's finish this save off before I get angry. Wonderful. Now let's move on to the fortress here. This fortress, it's usually recommended to go in here with a raccoon, or not a raccoon suit, sorry, a frog suit. I'm going to be showing off what this suit does exactly, because this fortress is underwater. Now, when you have the frog suit equipped, it's very useful in this particular world. As you can see, you can swim with ease underwater. However, on land it is a little bit slow, but it definitely excels when you need to be underwater. And this fortress is a pretty good reason to use it. You just want to proceed with caution here. I believe there's a power-up in that block back there, but if we get a power-up, we'll actually lose the frog suit. Also, if we get a hit as well, we'll also lose the frog suit as well, and we'll just become larger Mario. Now, in this particular section, you want to be careful and time it very carefully to not hit the boos that are going back and forth on the platforms. Now, we're going to take this upper route here. Now, this diff part here is a little bit more difficult. You want to go in between them and just swim fast through it and go down through the pipe. And now we'll become in confrontation with the next Boom Boom of the game. Another flying one, no doubt. But the frog suit just makes things a little bit easier for us. Whoa, slow down, buddy. There you go. Now, interestingly enough, if you defeat the airship with a frog suit, or the Tanuki suit, or the Hammer Brothers suit, you'll actually get a secret message from the king himself that he wants his actual suit from you. It's one of those Easter eggs, I suppose you could say. I actually didn't discover this until the Game Boy Advance version when I actually got those messages. And the mushroom has teeth. Now we'll go on to World 8, which I mentioned is going to be a pain in the ass. So I strongly recommend using a fire flower at this particular stage, because the return of Big Bass will, be here. Now, this is very important for this stage here if you want to collect the coins, because this will definitely reap those rewards. As I was mentioning before, this particular one is the coin level of this particular stage, so you want to collect as many coins as you can to get the Blue Toad House. I believe the prize in this one is a little bit more special than the one in the second world. Now, we just want to be very careful not to get eaten by that thing. We want to time our jumps very carefully, because as you can see, this one goes a lot deeper than the other one did. Grab it. There's a hidden coin block in here. It's very important to get if you want to get all the coins in this particular stage. Come on, aim downwards. There we go. So just proceed with caution in this stage and you should have no problems whatsoever. As long as you get rid of him and you don't end up in the water, you should be okay. Now that was very cheap. Now that I've lost my flower, I might have a little bit more difficulty in this stage, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. That was also a very close call. It's also very important to get the vines that are hidden on the stage, including the block that I am standing on. I'm actually surprised that when I was just standing on there it didn't actually count for anything. Just want to watch our time very carefully in this stage as well. We can't hang around for too long. I'm doing okay for time, I think. Let's climb down, and we'll continue on. The part that's coming up here, this particular area, is very difficult. You want to very fastly speed through this bottom area in order to get all the coins. But you also want to make sure that that fish doesn't grab you either. Now is a perfect time to go through. And as long as you don't get trapped, which I just might be, you should be okay. No! Well, that's alright. I'll try this stage again for sure when I come back, so I'll catch you guys later. See ya!